Okay. I'm not even sure what one-shot me. It's got to be a spell, right? This guy, I don't know what it casts, but that one-shot me to death. Like, no questions asked. Jeez. Oh, of course, they're delevelled. I'm an idiot. I'm thinking permadeath. With permadeath, because the creatures are not delevelled, it's my regular outlaws. Oh, this is bad. It's my regular outlaws, and these, the ones in front of the caves, I modded them in such a way that their level is the same as yours or 5 levels below you, because there's 4 of them. So to keep things balanced. On the other hand, the outlaws that you see on the road, when there's only one of them, I modded them in such a way that their level is yours up to +5 your level. So there's only one of them, but he's more challenging. But this is thanks to Abbott's Deleveller. We do not have the level lists. So let me see. This guy is level 40. This guy is level 50. You bet they one-shot me. This guy is level 60, and I think there's a last one there. Level 50. Yes. So basically, those guys are just impossible to kill right now. To put it simply. Okay. I don't think the guards are gonna do much for me, unfortunately. And I don't want Jasmine to start fighting with them. Jasmine, you with me? Yes, she is. Okay. Plan B. To avoid the... I mean, together they're level 200. Together. That's just fine. Let's just fly. I'm flying. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Where are my Dwemer boots of flying? Show yourself. Reveal yourself. There we go. And please, if it could be 100 points, I'd really like that. At least it's not 1 point. That's good. 73 points. That's good. Good stuff. So long, suckers. No, 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 don't start fighting. My companion, she's a bit too aggressive, that's the truth of it. As long as we are above the water, it's okay if the levitation effect ends. Unless the water is too shallow, which has happened. No, 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 you're not giving up that easily. Just follow me, okay? I'm hot. What can I say? Let's go. Let's go do a little bit of a cooling down. Ah, yeah, good stuff. Just the feet. Just the feet. There we go. I don't know why my companion is so aggressive, but... Okay, good. Mud crab practice. You seem to be a regular mud crab. Do I have my shield on? I do have my shield on. Oh, sorry. I thought it was dead, honestly. There we go. Ebonheart. What did I say, Ebonheart? Deliver the marshmallow. It might be just faster to go to Vivek. I just want to, you know, reach the city, have it on my map, so later on we're allowed to fast travel to it. Hold still. Who? What? Where? You're very good, Jasmine. You're very good at... Hello. Oh, that certainly looks different, and that's bad. Question, is he level 100? Or you know, just a friendly level 10? Let's find out. I don't want to fight your ghost. I have no interest in fighting your ghost. You know what I'm missing? Potions. I'm really, really missing potions. Jasmine, you're trying to kill this guy? I'm rested. Hurt, but rested. Okay, I think... Oh, no, Jasmine, don't be stupid. You saw that. She actually put herself between the guy and me, and she turned towards me like that. Hey, Piano, good morning again. Did you fall asleep? Did you get some rest? I hope you did. Gripples, hi. Good morning, Gripples. Come on, die before my weapon goes away. Jasmine? I was joking, Jasmine. No, seriously, it's okay. No, she's probably fighting something else. What do you have for me? Weapons, meh. Enchanted stuff, sure. That's easy to sell. And that's a short blade, so that's not good for Jasmine. Jasmine? Friend? Yeah, that's a lovely looking comberry. There she is. You're good now. Jasmine? 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 Oh, it's the ghost you're fighting. It's whose ghost is that? It's not mine, I don't think. Oh, this guy. Crap. There's always more, isn't there? Have some Bane. Have some Steel. More Bane? I think Bane works better. Oh, crap. Honestly, seeing as how I'm screaming like a banshee when they hit me, surely they would want to stop hitting me. Have some Bane. Have some poison. No, don't. That's the guy Jasmine was fighting and chasing. What do you have? And that's about it. So I don't think I want anything else he's carrying. Look, a fellow peacemaker. No, pack member. Oh, well then, if we're being a pack now. There we go. Obviously, we're just missing Meiji now to have the true pack leader join us. Jasmine, you're still fighting? No, okay. She's very, very confused about it all. It's like, what do I do? Who am I? I really do need my coffee. It's very true. It's very true. But Yell companion. Jasmine, hold still. This is not gonna hurt. Lapsus, did you see how I actually said this is not gonna work? When I really wanted to say this is not gonna hurt. But somehow the truth came out. Hold still. There we go. I was rigged. Huh, what do you know? Okay, she's now completely healed. Stop hitting her and herself on the head. Come on. No, not enough Magicka. I see what you're doing, Skig. Just putting a bit of salt beforehand, just in case. I would love to hydrate. I'm just really out of coffee. The last drop. The last drop. Here it comes indeed. Let's see what we can do for or against the sixth house. And I'm screaming the last drop of coffee. It is really, really, really sad, but there you go. This is how it is. Also, how about I don't go back to where I was and I keep on going forward. All right, let's go sixth house. Yeah, because if we have something slightly strong, just a couple of us is just not gonna cut it. Okay, what is that? That's what I wanted to see when I was rudely interrupted by these guys. It's the mud crab following us. There you go. You do? You're good. It's a good thing I can't hear her so much. I did try blades. I really did. Well, let's just say I haven't touched it in weeks. Then again, oh, come on, Jasmine. Shush. Shush. I need you to shut up. Change what you're doing. Where is the shut up? She's an aggressive one. I think it will show its final form on the Switch. Honestly, for me, my biggest problem with it is that it's a typical game like for a mobile platform. So it has, well, all the stands of it with the cooldown and the chest and the shop where you get gems or whatever currency they like to call it. But anyway, so that's the sort of games that I don't want to play anymore. But then I understand this is also how they make money. The game is free, for crying out loud. So obviously they want to get money at some point for the game. So I understand that. I'm not a fan of the whole concept. I understand that they want to make money from it. That's why they made a game. Oh, hello, Vivek. Hang on, before I talk to this guy, no, I don't have a bounty. Hello. Go about your business, but I'm watching you. Okay. My past is none of your concern, Outlander. Wow, you're really not welcoming. So there's the whole platform format of a game. Then I'm not extremely happy that a lot of the art is or feels recycled. You know, you recognize Skyrim mostly, and then the Alien Ruins is very much like Oblivion, so it feels like it's recycled rather than a new game. I was super disappointed that they would have the Thalmors, and it's like, I mean, I talked about the Thalmors in Skyrim, and I feel that they really, really, really lack depth. Morrowind, you have the whole political, religious background thing, and it's complicated, and it's exciting, and it's confusing, it's great. The Thalmor, they are just so simplified. They're just bad and arrogant, and they outlaw a god, or they decide that Talos is not a god, apparently purely out of spite, creating a war just for that. They feel so one-dimensional. So exactly, Star, exactly. I took the words right out of my mouth. So when I saw the Thalmor in Blade, I was like, I want something new. I want a new story. It's a new game. I want a new story. Each Elder Scroll games, even though it's, you know, in the universe of the Elder Scrolls, has to be its own story. It has to feel like a different game. And then the combat, admittedly, I think my character, I got to level 10 or 11, which I don't think is very much. So I've learned a couple of spells and a couple of skills, and that's it. But at first it really, really reminded me of Infinity Blade, And I actually did like Infinity Blade is one of the few mobile games that I've played and enjoyed, because you would have arrows to dodge. You could slide to parry if the weapon was coming that way, and you would slide in the opposite direction. You would parry the attack. You could block. You could use some spells, and you would draw a circle for fire and a sort of X for poison, that sort of thing. So combat, the way it was made in Infinity Blade, I thought was fun. And you could really choose the style you like the most. I really like to parry. I loved parrying, so I fought mostly parrying. But if you like dodging, then you could play the game dodging. And then Blade, where you just literally you press, you hold, and for a second or so, and then a combo, you press. I guess if I had never played Infinity Blade, I would have been more excited about the fights, but I had played Infinity Blade, so the fights were like, apart from that, I'm quite happy with the city building. I do like Sims, not The Sims, but simulations. I never played The Sims. I don't know, it felt maybe too girly for me, and I was at a point where I didn't want to do girly things. Maybe if I tried it, I would go. I would love it. Wouldn't be surprised. So building the city, sure, why not? And then the dungeons, they're just radiant quests. So every day you get your new quests and challenges and missions, and you do that. So that felt a little bit repetitive. There is a quest line, but I probably didn't go far enough to get involved into that. So for me, it's a meh. Yeah, the fighting, underwhelming, and it's most of the game, isn't it? It's most of the game. I did find it a bit underwhelming. But then, as far as mobile games go, it's one of the better ones, and they did try to have some lore and stuff. Though I was, again, when I saw Sheogorath, I absolutely adore Sheogorath. He's possibly one of the most entertaining characters in the whole Elder Scrolls universe, him and Mike the Liar. But the fact that he's there, in my city, standing there 24/7, like, doesn't he have better things to do? Really? So to me, it felt like a very cheap attempt at putting in the games things that Beth knew were popular. If that's making any sense. Oh wait, everybody loves Sheogorath. Let's just put him right there in the middle of town. Yeah. Nah. So it's just, I'm not drawn to the game. I'm not compelled to go back to it every day and get my baiting the audience. Then again, the game is free, so you can't be upset with a company for trying to make money. That's their very purpose. That is done so obviously, but nobody's forcing anyone to spend money in the game. That's very true. Okay, now tell me a bit about you. Not choosing side in the house wars can be dangerous for a mer, but I found it very lucrative. I see. Do you have good wares? Not really. Do you buy these? No, of course not. And I have nothing else, so you can have that. You're quite fortunate, actually. Quite fortunate, I can tell. Completing the draw set, that could be interesting. It is their purpose, like to say, oh, they're just trying to get you to spend money. Well, what else do you want them to do? And again, the game is free, so they did spend time and money making something. Obviously, they want something from it, so it's just not fair to bash Bethesda for trying to get money. Like, Gilomante, hi, good morning. What do you sell? Food and booze, absinthe. Whoa, we never tried that. But it drains agility like crazy, so let's not. Guar milk. You know what? We have a helmet on. No one can recognize us. So let's get the guar milk. We're not even bartering. We don't want to draw attention to us. Crassus. You have a name that reminds me of someone else's name. Ebenhard, Surun, Pelagiad. But what is your... It's not the Silstrider. How do you propose to take me to those places? I'm very confused, Crassus. What is your job? All conflict is best settled by a compromise. I am a diplomat, and here in Morrowind, a peacekeeper, and you offer travel? Odd. Maybe there's more to him. Gelomente, you'll be lurking for a while. I would like a Sheogorath closer to the books than the tame game version. It's supposed to be mad, right? Agreed. Like you said, Mr. Keys, we can just hope for a really, really good Elder Scrolls 6. Correct me if I'm wrong. I did not follow because Strider's Rest. What are you fighting? A bee. Oh, we got it. We one-shot a bee. We're that good. The bane of bees. That's what we have become. Now that's locked. Yeah, as I was saying, I did not follow the E3 conference because I don't want to get really excited about a game. The Beast Slayer should be my title rather than Hannah the Subtle. Maybe that's why I'm called the Subtle, because I could kill tiny, tiny creatures quick and easy. I don't know. It was really lackluster and disappointing. So you did follow? I mean, and did they mention anything on Elder Scrolls 6? I'm guessing not, because if there had been anything, a picture, a word, a reference to, there would have been 1,000 different articles on the web, you know, telling us what the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be about, because they had a picture of it. Todd talked about Fallout 76 and Blades. They're still pushing for Blades. I mean, we talked about it, and Fallout 76, I don't know. Though I have a feeling that they, from what I can see on the social network, which is not, let's say it right there, is not an accurate representation of the world, but still, people seem to say that it is better, that they pushed a few patches and it's better and more enjoyable. Is that a fact or not? A warehouse. Oh, I was expecting rats, not ordinators. I don't suppose the ordinators are gonna talk to me. And there's a sewer there, and I'm very, very thirsty. Yes, it's all the talking. There we go, hydrated. I saw it and was just disappointed and really salty that they are still saying that Fallout 76 has the best community. Huh. I wouldn't be able to say. I have no idea. The best community. I mean, if you ask me, I'd say Morrowind is probably the best community, but obviously you see things the way they are, you know, outside your window. They just keep doubling down on bad decision and how good, really. So they're like, if we keep saying it's all good, eventually people are gonna give up and go, okay, all right, it's all good. That sort of thing. Go on, Pilgrim. I can't stop you, but tell me who you are. You're a novice in the temple. Blessings. I don't really want blessings of the temple, and even training. I would rather pay for training with someone in a faction that I belong to. Someone's house. We have no business going into someone's house. Theon. Hey Theon. You look a bit more manly than I remember you, but it might be a different Theon. Oh, and this one wants Netch leather armor. Yeah, sure. Why not? If I got any, I might as well sell them for good money. If we keep saying it, it's true, right? Morrowind can't be the best community. They can't make any more money off you. Well, true. Oh, did we mean from Bethesda's point of view? Because then I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what is their criteria. Though I suspect money is a thing. But judging by the recent modathon and how there's old-time modders that come back, old-time modders that are still around, new modders coming and discovering the game and modding for it, I think it's pretty good for a 17, is it 17 years now? I think it is, 17-year-old game. I think it's pretty good. It's quite decent. If you listen real well, you could hear an incredible amount of uninstall Fallout 76 after launch. Well, I mean, for, you know, when it was released and a lot of people were streaming, and so I did see and did get their first impressions. They were not good. They were not good at all. I think it's at least 17 years. 17 now. 17 years. Darkev guy will tell you very, very, very precisely. He would say, yes, the Elder Scrolls Morrowind would release on 10 day of that month of that year. It was a Tuesday. And exactly 275 days afterwards they released. But I don't have all that information in my head. But yes, it's been a while. Honestly, 17 years old. And again, the graphics in my games is vanilla textures, improved vanilla textures, but vanilla textures, distant land. This is Star Wars guy or gal, it depends on when you got the mod. No, isn't 25th, wasn't that Bethesda's anniversary? I think that was Bethesda's anniversary, but not Morrowind anniversary. Also animated Morrowind, I'm sure. But it was nice to get Morrowind for free. It was the Elder Scrolls anniversary. Thank you. Like, if we all put our brains together, we might come up to something actually true. Thank you, Star, for the clarification. Yeah, my shadows are acting out a bit. May 1st. Thank you, Mr. Keys. You googled that up. Please tell me you googled it up. Looking quite fancy there. So where are we? This is the foreign quarter. Okay. In the foreign quarter we can go to a corner club, but I'm good with foods and stuff. I would really like to sell those Dwemer items that I've been carrying. I think I need to go upstairs. That's what it is. Mr. Keys, you're new to the series, but I've fallen deeply in love with Morrowind. That makes me very happy, honestly. It's really interesting how the Elder Scrolls games in general, regardless of the game you like the most, everyone has a favorite and they feel ever so strongly about it. Like really, really very strongly about it. Which means probably that all the games have something really good to offer. And I do believe that. You sell potions, Restore health. Let's get some restore health. Let's get that in case we, you know, have an encounter, interview with a vampire sort of thing happening again. I still don't know Mark. Okay, let's learn it. I do have an amulet, so except for Oblivion King. I mean, for me, it's the one I have the hardest time really getting into. I never got obsessed with Oblivion. I really never got really into it, even when playing a bard. Aha! Oblivion is your favorite because of the laws. That's another thing that I find really important when you play a game. You know, you really have to be willing to go for the suspension of disbelief, where you're just going to go along with it. Like, just go along with it. And then it's true that Oblivion, just go along with it, and it's fun, rather than stop at every NPC and say, oh my goodness, look at that face, it's this game is rubbish, he looks stupid. Just go along with it. At least mod it. Yes, I prefer, though, I don't know, the Oblivion mods, I don't feel the modding scene is as rich, by the way. But LOL does not make a good game. Good for videos though. Yeah, that works too. That works too. Oblivion and Skyrim start to really ruin the lore. Yes, but who cares about the lore? Really cares about the lore. Old people. That's it. That's it. It's not hype to say, oh, I really like the lore. I've read every book in Daggerfall and Morrowind and Oblivion. You're not cool if you say that. NPC look on the problem is when they talk. I'm in voice acting. I still prefer a game with no to very little voice acting, because to do voice acting really well, well, you need to have many. You can't have just one actor that's gonna do all of the Nord voices. I mean, that's what happens, and I understand that it has to be that way, because it would be absolutely crazy to have 10 different actors to do one race. But it's impossible to come up with something that's quite realistic, unless you have hundreds of voice actors and 5 hard disks full of MP3s and voice files. It's just not practical, so it's not gonna happen. So I prefer Morrowind, where you just have the greetings, and even then, you know, you can ignore them, so that's a lot better. Reminding a single NPC with 2 different voices. Yes, you got that in Oblivion, right? You have the beggars that go, please, a coin, accept him for food, and then you click on a different topic and go, oh yes, I know that, it's very interesting. It breaks immersion, whereas if they only had a greeting, like please, and that's it, I think immersion would be better. Do you have any spells that I want? Really want? What is the blessing about? Resist common disease. Yeah. Restore fatigue. Do I know any restore fatigue? Because that's kind of a good spell to have. Oh yes, I keep forgetting. As soon as I'm a little tired, I become unable to cast anything at all. It's like, I need my sleep. Obi-Wan, hello, howdy. And Pillars of Eternity 2 did so much better on voice acting than any Bethesda, with so less money, just saying. But I agree, voice can ruin it all. The strength I feel for the Pillars of Eternity, I haven't played the second one. I don't have the second one. So I've only played the first one, and I absolutely adored the attention that went to the writing. It's quite rare to see that for a modern game, because modern games is all about the graphics, it's all about the gimmicks. I mean, let's be honest, it's very much about the gimmicks. Like, oh wow, you can turn into a dragon. Not yet, we don't have that yet, do we? But you know, the gimmicks. A game that ranks or you know, that puts writing, good writing, as a priority, I really respect that, and I really, really appreciated it. You love text-based games, you get to imagine so much more. And Morrowind, like the strong point or the strong suit of Morrowind is really, really, I think everyone agrees, is creating a very immersive experience. Even though the animations are clunky and ugly, it's just dreadful. Even though the combat can be really frustrating, where you go boing, 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 and you keep missing, it's still very immersive. It's a whole world, and you're in there and you discover things. You're really discovering stuff. That's what makes Morrowind special. And I don't think that could have been done with lots of voice acting. It's the text, it's the writing that does that, I think. And then obviously, you know, the concept art, that was very different, obviously. So many things. Sometimes there's a thing about trying too much. Agreed. Oh, Skink, you were saying NPC makes stupid attack shout, weapon makes stupid sound, NPC makes stupid pain noises. That's right there, Oblivion is greatest flow. I remember you hated the fighting attack. You've heard my Nord character when she's hit? It's like a banshee's wailing. It's dreadful. It's really dreadful. I won't do that. I won't. As Manian Devil, I was in the Mages Guild in Coral when one of their members had their wife come in for a visit. That's nice. Their husband turned to attack her. Shit. Then the other mages join in, run outside to see all the town guards join in. Yes! I've had that. It was not in Coral though. It was in Anvil, the one with a port. And I got out of the Mages Guild and I don't know what happened, but there was a massive fight. And I hid, and then I looted the bodies. So that was fun. I really thought it was an isolated event, but apparently, it's not just a very isolated event. It happens to more people. Obi-Wan, you're saying all NPCs have different voices in Pillars of Eternity 2, and very well done. I'm looking forward to trying it. I have to finish Pillars 1, to be honest, and because it was such a long time, I think I need to make a new party and a new character to again, you know, get into the game. I can't get into Morrowind because I didn't play it back then, but I can play the hell out of old Fallouts 1 and 2 because they were your first RPG experience. It really, really matters. The nostalgia, it really, really matters. And even though you're aware of it, even though you know that you're not entirely objective, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. I played Fallout 1 and I enjoyed it. Will I want to replay it 25? Yeah, I'd like to try it with a really dumb character because I know the dialogue options are fun. But yes, nostalgia is a very big factor. Hey, Corn Seedit Mo. Yeah, I got that properly. Corn Seedit Mo. Welcome on in. I watch your Danae Plays channel here on Twitch. Welcome on in. Always nice to get the notification for a new stream like Morrowind Rebirth, Modlist Rebirth. I'm going to design panels. Okay, I see what's happening. Right. Okay, will do. I think you must... I think it was probably you that PM'd me a while ago and I did not reply, so that could be it. Obi-Wan, back to you. You finished Pillars of Eternity 1. Oh my god, it's just so bad. I mean, I get what you're trying to do, Corn. I do get it. But to copy paste the title of the stream, it just doesn't work. Like, I understand what you're doing, but at least make the effort to make it look genuine. It's my 2 cents. It's my 2 cents. But I'm good with panels and overlays and everything. I have everything I need, so I'm good. Thank you. Sorry guys, back to you. Back to you. Let's concentrate on you. You can import your characters in PO2. That's really nice. I do like that. Though at the same time, creating a character and creating a party is my favorite thing. So having a new one is nice as well. as an aside on voice acting being a limitation, it may not be that way for much longer with computer and voices synthesizing technology. I think it's going to be a while before that is a suitable replacement, but that's probably where we're going. That would probably make more sense, and it would be cheaper. Once they've developed the technology, it's going to be so much cheaper, as long as they can really modulate the voice, because if the inflections of the voice are the same, it's just not going to work. No, you create a new character. Sorry, it's your decision, and story that follows, like reputation, alignment. But it's good. It's good. Say goodbye to voice actors. Yes, it's not a good time to start a career in voice acting, I guess. Or do it now. Like now. Do it to the max. Okay, I wanted to sell stuff, and I've learned a spell from her. You only have potions. I could use more potions, healing potions, honestly. Let's have one of these. Like, being paralyzed is always very annoying. Light! Yes, we're gonna take a potion of light for the next very, very dark dungeon we go to. You get to choose to create or not the new character, which is pretty, oh come on, standard. Like Mass Effect, you had that. Baldur's Gate, you had that. You bloody Bosmer! Stealing my hard-earned money. Let's not sell the skull. Apparently we need it. Okay, that's not bad. What's up? What's up with selling legs? Honestly. So you can buy a corpus leg, you can buy a possessed leg. Why would you ever? Why? Oh, why? 260. Let's improve that. Leo. Good morning, Leo. Well, it's afternoon, isn't it? It really is afternoon. Welcome back. Oh, 6th house. I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention to the previous 6th house. Did we win? I still have my caps on. Sorry, guys. Did we win? Okay. Now I've sold everything I could possibly want to sell. Not a book. That's okay. Is that Ebonheart over there? Yeah, it is. Okay, at the very least, what if you have only one leg? Well, then I suppose you're quite happy to buy one. Even if it's a possessed one, though? It's a risk worth taking, I suppose. Alright, let's have a look at the Fighters Guild. I hardly ever do the Fighters Guild quest, and when I do, it's always the Balmora one. Gonna go out to try ESO with a friend. Have a good time, Mr. Keys, and tell me what you think about ESO. Like every game, it's got some good stuff and some bad stuff, but I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. Interesting. Hello, Bake. Do you offer cheap training, maybe? No, it's all expensive training. I heard it got way better than on release. That's a trend for games, isn't it? Who would have thought? Yes. I did enjoy it on release, to be honest. I did enjoy it. Hey, congrats, guy. We totally did it. Honestly, armor, you keep fixing it and it keeps breaking. What's the point? What's the point of the armor that's always breaking? Anyway, have fun, Mr. Keys, and thanks again for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Do you have orders for me? Nargro Shargrumps said he'd deliver a ring to Rannis Yenith, but he hasn't delivered. Go talk to Nargro Shargrumps and bring the Juicedo feather ring to me. But why to you rather than Rannis? Honestly. Now Grow Shagram said he'd get, yes, for our client. Now he doesn't have the ring, but he's a liar. Find him in the Lalu Canton Plaza. Oh, but it's such a pain to go from there to the Tout le plaisir est pour moi. Right back at ya. I don't want to go to the Lalu Canton just yet, I don't think. Are these actual... Yes! But, hang on, I don't want to practice blunt. Jasmine, Jasmine, shh. Okay, Jasmine is, she's just crazy aggressive, that's what it is. Let's go, hand to hand. Oh, you see how she is? She's like, ah, oh, you're punching him too. I won't do it then. Let's get just a few points. And hand to hand, that would be for speed. Did you see those ninja moves? Let me try to get a... No, it doesn't show. It's only in first person. Because it's really hard to do. Oh yeah. It's the Mantis style. I don't know. Hand to hand 8. Come on, let's go to 9. If it goes fast enough, we could go to 10. I think to level up, I don't need to do heavy attacks. Oh yes, it is fast enough. Let's just do the light attacks. We don't care about how much damage we do. We just want to hit as many times as possible in the shortest amount of time. It's very much Ken the Survivor. We just need to hit the 5 critical points. Sorry, I'm having a flashback. And then we step away from the practice dummy because it's going to explode if we do it right. All this business has made us quite thirsty. I don't really like that music. It's a bit too, I don't know, a bit too Versailles. I'm gonna have the guar milk where no one can see me. Good stuff. Good stuff, guar milk. Oh, 11. I thought I was going to 10. But it went fast. Meaning speed. Hopefully we're gonna get a good multiplier, which would be nice. To Dwemer Ruin. That is what we're gonna do next time, because it's more than 1 o'clock and I